What's up, everybody? It's Troy here. Welcome back to another cast of the Rise of the Witch King, patch 2.2 version 6. Today we have a 3-player free-for-all on Harlindon, which is not something you see every day. So that should be interesting, hopefully. Alright, let's get in here. This was sent to me by King Thrandal, so there you go. So we have King Thrandal as a Mordor in the bottom right. We have in the bottom left, Fabi96 as Angmar. And we have in the top, Mario Sven as Isengard. And this, of course, is Harlindon, which is a pretty small map, actually. So it shouldn't be too long of a game, I would imagine, as there's not too much room to hide for three players. But there is a signal fire up here in this nice little plateau thing. In the ruins, there's also an outpost here. There's Golem, in case he comes into play. And there's also inns, I believe. Yes, there's an inn here and here. So it's a pretty cool map. Not very played, of course, because 3-player free-for-alls are not very common, so should be interesting. Alright, Marsven is going for a clan setting opening, so Wildman is definitely on the horizon. Fabi96 not going for any units as of yet, opting to go full economy start. Pretty bold. So we'll see if that bites him in the ass. And King Thrandal is going for an orc pit starts. So he'll have the orc spam out and about in no time. Which is good, because you want to go for this outpost, of course. There it is. ASAP, I'd say. Try and get that and hold that as long as you can. Inns. Mordor get, of course, Corsairs. In this version, not particularly useful, but can be quite useful, I guess, if you don't want to level up a Harlindon Palace to get it. And you just have to fight some goblins for it, so it's not too bad, and they're a little cheaper. So it could be good for King Thrandal to get that. And of course you get Wildman for the Angmar, so it's not bad as well. It looks like Fabi is going for a hero rush. He's got the, I don't actually remember what the Angmar version of Doom Pyres is called. He's got the Angmar Pyres, whatever the fuck they're called. And he's gone no barracks, so he's either rushing Hwaldar, rushing Morgamir, Karsh, or Rogash. Probably not Witch King, I'd imagine. It's a bit too brazen brand. Would be a terrible idea, I think. But no one's really being aggressive as of yet, so I guess he has time. It also looks like Mario Sven has claimed the outpost, and no one is aware as of yet. I'm sure stuff will start kicking off soon enough, though. Alright, we got orcs fighting the goblins here in the east. And in the west. So it's probably good for him. He'll get a little bit of money from that. I'm curious to see what hero he chooses. And whether that even is a good idea. Hero rushing in a free-for-all is pretty bold. And of course, if he gets attacked, it's going to be devastating, because he has nothing. But he does have armies above and below him. Or on the side of him, rather. I guess we could see how much money he has here. Oh. I heard a boat.
I serve the Witch King.
Oh, nice. Thrandal is gone for the ships in 2.0 version 6. 2.2 version 6 rather. Transport ships give you money for transport ships, so he's getting 10 per tick for transport ships. A cheeky little way to get some money. Very smart, Thrandal, very smart. And of course, it doesn't seem like the other players are taking advantage of that. He's gone for Morgamir. That's his choice of hero. It took a long time to save for Morgamir, so he better hope it was worth it. Meanwhile, Thrandal and Mario Sven are engaging in the center here. Works from King Thrandal, and Sven having his old crossbow as Wildman, which is a pretty good combo. Especially against orcs. And he has plenty of trees as well to some lumber mills and such. But it doesn't look like he really thought about the ship thing that Thrandal thought about. This is really going to help Thrandal a lot. Believe me. How much are they? They are 10 command points. They do cost command points, of course. It's not like you can just spam the shit out of them and not get any repercussions for it, but I mean, it's basically a permanent amount of farms that can't be destroyed unless they go for boats. So it's pretty big, actually. And that'll help supplement his economy as well. And Mordor generally doesn't have a problem with having a lot of units in the field. So I'm sure he can spare a few command points for that. So he basically has an outpost at all times. He's actually going for more, but he is command point kept, so can only get so much. He's got lots of orcs, though. So he'll at least get the horde bonus for that, and of course he'll get the Easterlings in there. Fabi has gone for Gundabad Warriors, and his Morgamir, who is level 2 now, so he at least gets the Dread Visage. Let's call it Dread Wrath. Dread Wrath is the Witch King's Dread Visage. Morgamir should do pretty nicely. But Thranduil's definitely the threat in this one, as he's going to have the economy and he's going to have the army to probably take on both these players, I'd imagine. Martin Sven has got himself some Urukai. He's got himself a couple battalions of Wildmen, and he's getting some crossbows. But King Thranduil is in his base. So damage will be done. And he's also attacking Fabi down here as well. Fabi doesn't have much, though. I think Fabi's start was a very bad start, very bad choice. Although it looks like he has actually come up here to help Mario Sven in cleaning up King Thranduil's army. I don't know if he's helping or just here, but he's here. But he is going to pull back his Morgamir, as he does not want to be there. And Mario Sven's crossbows are just going to keep picking him off as they run. Chase off the remainder. King Thranduil is going to pull back from here as well. And yes, indeed, he could get Corsairs of Umbar for 300. Which isn't too bad. King Thranduil is going for Lances. Haradrim Lancers, that is. And he's also going for Drummer Trolls. Very nice. Always a good addition to your Mordor army, Drummer Troll. I can't recommend Drummer Trolls enough. Just having leadership for your Mordor army that doesn't normally have leadership. It's pretty big, yeah? And they come with a fear as well, so why the hell not, yeah? Looks like he's also throwing up a Siege Works. Mario Sven is going for upgrades. That's an interesting idea. So Mario Sven's going to try and rush upgrades on his troops and try and get the edge that way. Which could be good. Could also not pay off. I guess we'll find out. Looks like, oh, Thranduil could go in there. Yeah, he sees. He sees. And those crossbows are going to have a bad day. Oh, yes, very nice. Nothing like catching crossbows out without any pikemen. Although it looks like he is moving his entire army with as one, so it's slowing down the Haradrim Lancers. There we go. You gotta move your cabs separate, or else they don't move as fast, because if you attack move everything, they'll move at one speed of the slowest unit. So something you gotta keep in mind. I don't know if he was doing that particularly. This cab seems to be moving well enough. Maybe they're just having trouble keeping up, I don't know. Sometimes when you click on a unit, oh no. Sometimes when you click on a unit, they will they'll chase it, but they won't trample it. Maybe that was what was happening as well. We have Haradrim Archers out as well for Thranduil. He's also going for Black Riders, I think. No, he could be going for Catapults, I guess. I'm gonna guess he's going for Black Riders, though, as that seems like a reasonable thing to do. He's also got a level 3 Haradrim Palace, of course, as he has Haradrim Lancers, Archers, whatever the fuck they are called. Are they called Haradrim Archers? Yeah. Thought they had a fancy name or something. Of course not. Thranduil's got the biggest army of the map. I definitely think Fabi and Mario Sven need to combine their forces if they're going to take it on Thranduil. Thranduil's also a pretty good player as well, so I think the other two might need to do that anyway. They seem to be a little less skilled. I don't mean that in an offensive way or anything. It's okay to be a little less skilled than someone else. But yeah. Alright, let's see what he's doing. He's going for more pikes, more axe throwers. He's got Karch. An interesting choice. Perhaps not a good one. Might be good against Orc Warriors, actually. Orc spam could be pretty decent. But I think, like, Rogash would have been pretty good, maybe? Say for Rogash. His AoE would be pretty good. Rogash just... not Rogash. Karch has some potential, but the leadership is going to make them a lot harder to die to all this. See how slow Karch's poison kills Corsairs. Very slowly, in fact. Okay. Oh boy, these guys are all taking a lot of damage. But look, he got in there and did a lot of damage, but at the same time, he almost died. You have to be very careful, Karch. He has potential for greatness and potential to die very quickly, so he's a double-edged sword. He's not particularly tanky, is the thing. And there we go, Mario Sven is pushing out. He's got an army with upgraded forged blades on it. He's got axe throwers with forged blades, which is very good. He's got pikes, forged blades, which are very good. So he's got a very good building-killing army. And he's also got Wildman torches, so yeah, just in general, he has a lot of units that will do a lot of damage to buildings. So he should ravage through King Thranduil's stuff pretty nicely. Although King Thranduil, of course, is not going to let that happen without an opposition. And he's also got fire arrows on his stuff. He's got a barricade as well. And he's going to attempt to hold here. And the purple army of Isengard, or Mordor rather. He's purple color and his army's purple. There you go. Truly fabulous. And truly debuffed as well by the Creebind. But it looks like he is beating Mario Sven's army quite nicely. His archers are doing work. And his drummer trolls are keeping these guys buffed. So drummer trolls are very good against Wildmen, since Wildmen can't do much to trolls in general. Drummer trolls don't do a ton of damage, but against weak little units like Wildmen and such, they actually do pretty well. So they do nice work. And he did manage to save the troll cage. Only level 1 troll cage, but still. Oh, we got a Gorgoroth Spire for King Thranduil. Very nice. And that has potential. And Black Riders. Oh boy, King Thranduil is going to be unstoppable. Well, he's already unstoppable. I'm gonna put it out right now. He's unstoppable. He's late game Mordor against an Angmar that has very little. And Isengard, who has a decent amount of stuff, though. I think Mario Sven still has a decent chance of winning, but it's going to be very difficult. He's going to need a lot more pikes than that if he's going to stop those Black Riders. And of course, one properly placed Gorgoroth Spire will end the lives of anyone. So we'll see how that goes. But this is generally just a good composition, actually. He doesn't even have pikes, but he doesn't even need pikes. That's the thing. Isengard's not using any cav, neither is Angmar. So really, he doesn't need pikes at all. And he can just keep benefiting from the horde bonus and the buffing of the drummer troll. Although, the more leveled up Karch becomes, the more dangerous he becomes, as his poison becomes stronger at certain levels. I'm not sure which ones, though. Maybe it's just every level it goes up a little bit, or maybe there's a certain level that goes up. I don't know. But it does get stronger over time. And Black Riders have potential to kill off the heroes of Angmar if he wants to. Looks like he's opting not to stick around and fight, though, which might be wise. Probably also because he can see this. Oh, he has a defense for this. If he shoots it now, he might hit. Although, yeah, they kill so quickly because they have upgrades. He needs to hold them and then fire the Gorgoroth. Come on, fire the Gorgoroth Spire, King Thrandal. Do it! I think he's done it. Nope. Maybe not. I guess he doesn't need to, but he should have. He could have butchered that army. But he's in a good spot. He's got Harlindon marchers with the fire arrows, he's got a barricade behind the army, and he has Black Riders getting nice run-throughs on the Axors there. Although Marsven is doing some damage. Not to his infrastructure, but just to his units in general. But, considering what he's fighting against, and what he's spending to do it, not very cost-effective, I gotta admit. He's killed a lot of orcs. And these actually Easterling, or Harlindon Marchers actually tanked a lot of damage there. Let's see, Fabi 96 has himself a level 3 Hall of the King's Men. A level 2 one there. It's got a Trebuchet expansion, Troll Thrower expansion, whatever. Troll Stone Thrower. I don't know why it's called a Troll Stone Thrower on the fort. There's no troll involved. It's just be called a Stone Thrower, shouldn't it? I would think, but hey, whatever. But yeah, it's going to be very difficult to assault King Thrandal's base. And King Thrandal has not gone for upgrades as well, so he has pikemen with the upgraded blades. I don't think he has heavy armor yet, though. But he could. No, he actually does have it purchased, so maybe he does have it on some units. Oh, the Rangers of Fabi getting caught out there, beaten by drummer trolls. Fabi is not having a good time. He's in between two very powerful armies now, with very little. And he needs more men. He needs stuff. He's got very little. This battle is basically Mario Sven versus Thrandal, and then Fabi is there. No offense, Fabi, of course, but I don't think he's going to impact the battle too much, as it seems to be mainly against Isengard and Mordor. Which is interesting enough to me, at least. Nice. Black Rider's getting a nice run-through on the back there. Down goes Mordor's Cannibals. And Drummer Troll is just giving it a whale of a time. I think Drummer Troll is going up against Sharku there. I didn't see him. The Harlindon Marchers do have heavy armor on, though. Of course, they got fire arrows. Easterlings do have armor upgrade as well. So they're looking fancy as always. Gotta love Easterlings. Because I certainly do. He's yet to use his Gorgoroth Spire. I mean, it does have a cooldown. You can fire it anyway. Let's have a look at powers and such while we're here. Thrandal does a little damage to Black Riders and such. Alright, Mario Sven, the Isengard player. He's got 7 Wildmen. He's got War Chants, Creebine, 11 power points. 272, 750, so he's doing alright in the farm front, at least, not the army front. King Thrandal, Mordor player, has Barrage, Barricade, Sand Land, 3 power points, 666 of 675. And Fabi 96 has Frozen Land, War Chant, 2 power points, 403 of 625. It looks like his army's starting to actually build in strength a bit. Although it's still very small. But he is the only one who has heroes, to be fair. Nah, I guess that's not true. Isengard has heroes as well, doesn't he? What am I saying? But Lurtz has potential to take away those heroes quite easily. Looks like he's going to do just that. I think he's cripple struck Karsh. Although he's actually losing. Between the buff Black Numenorians and Karsh, he doesn't want to go in there. Black Numenorians buffed actually do a lot of damage to heroes, so that's something you gotta watch out for. Nice long shot there from the Dark Rangers. Oh, he's got Saruman. Very cool. That could be potentially great, or potentially not make too much of a difference. I'm hoping the former, because Saruman's always fun to watch. And in my opinion, one of the most fun heroes to use. Looks like Kingthrand knows throwing attack trolls into his mix. He's got a really nasty mixture of stuff. This is why Mordor is so strong. They have such a variety of stuff they could throw in their armies. He's got regular orcs, black orcs with upgrades, Rajam archers, attack trolls, black riders. And there's so many more things he could throw into his arsenal. And they're all cool things as well. You got Easterlings, of course. You got Rajam lancers. You have the other trolls. You got fell beasts. You got mimics. Which is the best thing of all. You catapults, battering rams. You got all kinds of shit. Mordor has so many different kinds of units. It's crazy. It's pretty clear the devs love Mordor. Which is fair enough. It's always laughable when you think about how little unit variety like Beef Me 2 Isengard has. So yeah, you got like 5 units. It's pretty funny. It's part of the reason I don't particularly like Beef Me 2 as much. It just has a lot less unit variety. And of course the counter system's a little bit more extreme. Not necessarily worse or better, it's just different. But 1.99 is pretty good when it's not out of syncing. So that is a problem I've been experiencing a lot with 1.09. It seems like a pretty solid patch. Alright, well Thranduil's about to lose his Black Riders. He needs to get them out of there. They're up to level 7. So he's trying to get Karst though. Ooh, we got him. Nice. He needs to pull out quick. Oh no, he's gonna die. He's not getting away from the tower, is he? Oh, talk about clutch. That is close. Well, he managed to kill him. He got away. Let's see what's happening here. Chorus Fire still hasn't been used. Ooh, talk about close. Should be pushing his luck there with that Black Rider. He needs to put that on the back of his base for a long time. That heal up. Because they get Screech at level 7, which is a fear. That's always nice to have. Fortunately, Mordor doesn't get any healing ability things, so just gonna have to wait for them to heal up and start respawning their units. Jeff Fabby's been pretty ravaged. His base is on fire. He's got very few units, so I don't foresee him lasting too much longer, if I'm honest. Thranduil is, of course, throwing attack trolls and such into his roster, which are very destructive. Although he's not building mimics, I'm disappointed. Thranduil knows I love mimics. There better be a mimic in this game, or I'll never cast another replay Thranduil. I'm just kidding. I kid. You could easily play Mordor without playing mimics. They're not necessary at all. They're just fun, I find. Ooh, nice. Get the barrage. Saruman going flying. These upgraded Rajam archers are doing work. You really should get another drummer troll though to keep with the Rajam archers. Drummer trolls make a huge difference with your Rajam archers because they already do good damage. Giving them leadership is it's nice. And look at that, barbed arrows. Cruel and unusual. They're very, very deadly. The barbed arrows is one of the better special abilities for the guys, I think. Black arrows are very good too for the Men of Dale. They cause fear in monsters. So they can cause like mimics to run away and trolls and such. Mathasarna has been cripple struck by alerts. Will he fall? He might. He might not. Ooh, Saruman got a nice wizard blast though. He's gonna go down, I think. Oh, he almost got away. The Rajam archers were on points, not letting him get away. Does look like Mario Sven is getting the better of the engagement though, I think. Maybe? Maybe not. As Thranduil still has a lot of Rajam archers. Still has Black Riders and a catapult as well. So maybe not as much. Although Mario Sven still has quite the army as well, and he still has his alerts, so I'd say both sides still have a decent amount of stuff left. Although Mordor catapults could do some damage, definitely. Let's look at attack trolls. If he gets the attack troll in the archer line of Isengard, that'll be pretty bad. Looks like Fabi96 is building himself a new force. Other than that, not doing too much at the moment. Kingthrand is building black orcs and stuff to fill out his roster. See how many ships he has here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. He has 5 transport ships, which is making him 50 resources a tick, which is pretty good. And that is costing him, of course, 50 command points. So if you think about it, that's not too bad for basically having a free in, or outpost rather, the whole game. That's pretty smart. Unfortunately, it doesn't look like either other player realizes this is a thing. It's not a well-known thing, to be honest, that the ships give you money. It's not also a feature that some people particularly like, which is fair. I'm on the fence about it myself. I thought I'd like it, but now that I see it in action, it's kind of silly. So maybe I don't. It does give some use to the transport ship, because most people won't buy ships ever anyway. Naval combat in this game isn't that great. So I guess some sort of revision and help give them a use is nice, but it can be abused like that, and it's like, it's kind of silly. At the same time, I don't mind it too much. It's kind of like a fish. It turns it into a fishing boat. Oh, just in time to watch the Gorgon Spire hit. Fabi96 going for an attack for once and regretting it immediately. He does have the Witch King of Angmar though, so he's out with his wild fork swinging. But unfortunately, he's not going to get a whole lot done. And that allows Thranduil to keep pushing without having to go back and defend his base, which is quite useful. And his Black Riders are still alive, of course. They're at level 3. 3 guys in their battalion now. And they'll keep respawning as they go. Looks like Mario Sven is going to go for another attack, though. He's got a quite strong force, and the Gorgon Spire has been used. This could be the time to do some damage. Although Mordor's army is just so strong, and he's got such an upgraded fort, it's going to be very difficult for Mario Sven to do much damage here. He can cause fear once he gets close, and the Mordor catapults on the fort are actually very strong. They come with the fire upgrade, of course, already on. They got decent range. And they just do good damage in general. I mean, look at that. It's brutal. This is something you have to watch out for, though. As you see, the catapults are blowing away his own archers. But they would have died to the the Wildman summon anyway. But still. It targets the Wildman inside your archer line, and then everything dies. So, good and bad, I guess. But yeah, it looks like the defense is successful. Mario Sven's going to have a bit of trouble breaking this Mordor base, especially the longer the game goes on. It just increases the amount of these stinking barricades that are going up. I do hate the fact that barricades are permanent, or there's no cap on them or something, you know. They're very, very strong. I wouldn't mind if if they were timed. I think that would be cool. And then they just died after like 30 seconds or something. That'd be kind of cool. Instead of just being there for the eternity. But at the same time, if you make them that way, then the Lone Tower seems kind of OP in comparison. Because it doesn't, so I don't know. Whatever. Maybe just lower the health on them. They were tweaked or whatever for the new version, but of course that's... I don't remember. And this isn't the new version of 2.02 yet. But you do gotta love the Mordor fort. Look how sexy it is. It just looks like Barad-dûr. It's so cool. Well, actually, it looks like Minas Morgul mixed with Barad-dûr, doesn't it? Barad-dûr doesn't have this like green Morgul sorcery on it, I don't think. That's Minas Morgul. The Hill of Sorcery, as it's translated into, I believe. Let's see what Fabi's army looks like. It's definitely not going to last too long against Thranduil's army, I don't think. But he definitely needs to do something. What's he gonna do? Don't know. But it looks like Thranduil is going to go for an attack here against Mario Sven. Barbed arrows also have knockdown, which is nice. They do high damage and they have knockdown. Ah, we have a three-way here. Thranduil's going to end that early, it looks like, with a barrage. Absolutely obliterating Fabi 96's army again, leaving only the heroes. And Fabi will retreat those, of course. Karsh might not make it away, although he probably will. What's that thing? Can attack troll catch Karsh? Doesn't seem like Chill Soul is actually affecting attack trolls. Or maybe they're just so much faster that 33% is not much. I'm unsure. What level's the Witch King here? Well, he's got Dread Wrath at least, which is pretty good. He needs to be careful with these heroes though, because Black Riders are good against heroes. And also, he's got his own Witch King. So the Angmar of Witch King, oh dear, against the Mordor Witch King. And we got Balrog. I almost called him Barrage. Got Balrog summoned under the army of Mario Sven, so that's going to send him packing. Oh, but that leaves Saruman in the back. And the Black Riders will pick him off easily. Easy pickings, boys! Balrog could fire with alerts. No? There you go. Beautiful. Very nice indeed. Off goes Balrog once again. Looks like we get the Wizard's Tower here. Lightning Strike could be used. I don't think it kills Balrog that well, and also it would be a waste because Balrog's already like 75% gone. Look at all these laborers come. Jesus. It's like they've deforested the whole top and they're just flooding in to go find trees. Now that's a lot of laborers. They're like ants. Well, shit. I'd imagine most of his command points is being used up by laborers. Although they're not really, because they're only one command point. Which will be slightly addressed in the next version, of course, as well. Making these cost more, so you can't just do this. You actually have to think about spamming lumber mills. Looks like he's just having a field day slaughtering these laborers. This guy actually hit the Isengard economy quite substantially, considering how many he actually had. But he took basically all the trees in his area anyway, so that side's lumber mills are kind of useless already. So maybe it's good that those are all dead. These guys are all working though. He could have sent them all over here, I guess. But I don't know what the max amount of laborers you really need on a lumber mill is. I'd imagine that's a bit too many. You probably get a point where they're just standing around not being able to deliver their wood because there's a queue. Alright. Fabi 96 going for the attack against King Thranduil. Witch King on Witch King. I think Angmar Witch King wins in a 1v1 fight, if I'm not mistaken. It's not a 1v1 fight, of course. Oh no! King Thranduil's Witch King has been turned into a white. Ironically enough. He was kind of already a white, but now he's really a white. And now he's dead. No man can kill him. Witch King isn't a man, though. So, fair enough, eh? Although his Witch King is going to die the same way, turning into a barrow white by the Black Riders. Such is the fate of the Witch King. Longshot not doing too much damage to the Roger Marchers. They're level 5, they got armor upgrades as well. So tank it nicely. And Mortimer, I think, is going to be destroyed by these Black Riders. And then his archer line is going to be destroyed by these Black Riders. Go for it, Thranduil. Go for it. You know it's worth it. Although he's being eaten alive by the arrow towers, actually. Maybe it wasn't worth it. If he gets away, though, which he did, very nice. Then it was worth it. Close. Well, there's no clear winner yet, but I'd definitely say Isengard could pull out a victory here. He's going for explosive mines. Oh, that's cheeky. I would love to see Thranduil die to an explosive mine. That would be epic. I would let the salt flow. Martisfin's got a pretty good army as well. I think it could go either way between Martisfin and King Thranduil. I think Fabi could die if he was focused well enough. But his fort is holding out nicely. If Thranduil brought a lot more siege, he would take down the fort pretty easily, though, I think. A couple troll stone throwers isn't going to actually save your fort from too much, I think. But sending only one catapult probably not going to get too much work done. I wonder if he knows about this. I know he doesn't see it because Mordor doesn't have any sight things. Oh, he's right out of the vision range of King Thranduil. That's very lucky. Thranduil's up to 16 power points after getting Balrog there. Martisfin's got his Field of Fires, of course, which is 80% resource from trees. He's got 26 power points. Sounds like somebody needs to spend the power points. And Fabi 96 has Summon Giants, which could be good as well. And it sounds like Summon Storments come to continue. Karch, of course. What? Somebody's using bombard ships. Martisfin is using bombardment ships. Isn't that fascinating? Most players don't play with those because they're quite broken. Unless 2.02 actually fixed them. If you can't hit their fort from the water, then it's probably not that bad. But I know the old versions of the ship, you could sit here and shoot the fort from here. It was ridiculous. So, Martisfin's banking on mines and dragons. Looks like Saruman just fell. And bombard ships to take down Thranduil. Although in order to get this mine to work, Thranduil has to be fully engaged somewhere else for him to not see it. I expect the bombardment ships to be found at some point. I don't know if Fabi said anything about them, because of course you don't get any chat replay in the replays, so we'll never know. So I'm not sure if Thranduil is aware they exist. I don't think so, because he's not building any counter to them. So I'm going to go with the assumption maybe not. And here he goes. I think he's a bit premature in his mind. He should have sent an army in the front door first. Before sending that in, perhaps. Although the catapults of Mordor might do the work for him. Oh! Did he just kill his Black Riders with mines? He did. And an attack roll. Well done. Not that Sauron, luckily for him, lived with Half-Life. Oh dear. So yeah, he's going to have to watch out for that for sure. And now his level 10 Black Riders are dead, which is very disappointing for him. He's going to have to queue up some more, of course. A very cheeky mine. Nice to see mines used. Fabi 96 and Martisfin are going to go at it here. 1v1 this time. Looks like Martisfin is going to not engage, even though I think he technically has the stronger army. I guess he doesn't want to fight on the frozen land, which is reasonable. Because I wouldn't either. The Angmar army is quite powerful, it's just not upgraded, so it won't be as powerful as Isengard's, of course. And Isengard has much more in it. So they should just sheer numbers be able to burst down the Angmarim. And there's the darkness. Looks like it's benefiting Thranduil, so it's definitely his. As you can tell by that flickering orange underneath his troops. I like that effect myself. That flickering orange thing under the feet. It's very unique. Makes them look like they're really fast. They run so fast they fucking flame. It's good. Of course, that's not at all what's happening. It's just a very unique indicator that they're all getting a buff. Mario Sven currently has control of basically the entire map on the north. And Thranduil has his chunk in the bottom right, and then Fabi has his in the bottom left. Oh, he's using the bombard chips to kill the transport ships of Thranduil. Intriguing. I'm sure Thranduil's like, what? This is the downside of the bombard chip, of course. They are very inaccurate. But when they do hit, they do pretty good damage. They might not be as broken in this version as I thought they were. Maybe the good ones are better, I don't know. As long as the range isn't too bad. That seems pretty far if that one just shot that. So maybe it's still ridiculous. Anyway, with bombardment ships, support, that should make things interesting for Thranduil, to say the least. If he got one Fell Beast, he could actually deal with that easily, of course. But he doesn't have one at the moment, I don't think. Also looks like he's up here doing stuff. Clearing out Mario's Sven from his base area, which is wise. Also, he should really take that signal fire. Now that it's late game especially, you have all these big powers like Balrog. Having a signal fire is pretty big. Speaking of the devil. Or demon, I guess. I wonder if this can hit. Can he hit the fort with this? Doesn't look like they're targeting anything. They're on the whole ground stance. Why the... Why would you put your bombardment ships on whole ground stance? Did he put his whole army on whole ground? No. Odd. Unless he doesn't want to attack the base of Thranduil with them. I don't know. Perhaps that's the case. Who knows? But lots of havoc going on in Thranduil's base at the moment. Oof. Black Riders just ruined those archers. Balrog Fire Whip only doing half damage to... Oh, two of them actually. He hit two. It's not ignited. Not every day you get naval warfare against Balrog. Highly unusual to say the least. But while this is all going on, of course, Thranduil is making a push for Mario Sven's base and doing fairly well. Also hitting a huge arrow volley, killing a majority of Isengard's troops. Mario Sven's going to need a lot of guys quickly if he's going to stop this. But he's having to funnel through this choke point here because of his own furnace here. And it's just causing chaos for the catapults hitting his units. I really hate that Black Orc death sound. It's so annoying. It's just so noticeable. I never hear when a regular orc dies. When a Black Orc dies, you really know. You really feel it in your bones. And everywhere else. It's probably the main reason I don't even use the unit. It's just so annoying. Same could be said about Harajim Lancers, but they're more useful, I think. So, you can forgive them a little bit. Saruman's back out. He's level 6. If you can hit these with a Thunderbolt... Thunderbolt? You should really use Thunderbolt. Okay. Thunderbolt is probably one-shot these, I think. If I remember correctly. I think I've done that before. Use your goddamn Thunderbolt, man! That works too, I suppose. That at least stops the catapults. Fabi 96 has summoned giants and brought his full force to bear in the middle now. So he's going to start shutting down Isengard a bit here. Also friendly firing his own troops. Angmar Fort looks kind of cool in the this lighting. Literally. Lol. I'll show myself out. Yeah, it looks like the Witch King is back. Very nice. Is there any more boat shenanigans? Doesn't look like it. Looks like he was trying to go for more. More bombard ships. Ooh. 5B96's army getting hit by ye old lightning strike. Unfortunate. He's not going to have the numbers for sure to assault a fully functional Star Destroyer. I mean Isengard base, of course. Even Witch King of Mordor has arrived. Uh-oh. Lurch has gone full tomato. Morgamir is going to die here, folks. Oh dear. Or not. Why would he run away? You're fine. Although there are Black Moon ruins there. He really wants to kill Morgamir. Oh, now he's going to do it the old-fashioned way. But he's got pikeman support at least. And that should make it easy enough. Wow, Morgamir's got an intense death sound. But then again, what doesn't have an intense death sound? It's dead. It died. Of course it's going to make a sound of some kind. Never to return, except for after it respawns. Gothmog is out in the field for Thranduil. He's got Gorgospire ready. He's got another fully functional siege works. Fully upgraded, I mean. Trollcage level 2, going to level 3. Yeah, there's no clear winner of this game yet. Uh-oh. Witch King is perhaps a bit too bold here. Although it does manage to get out after taking a lot of arrows. Looks like a big old pincushion. Dead. Fabi just has so little at all times. If someone truly just attacked Fabi 96, he would die pretty easily. I feel like they're leaving him alive for the sake of leaving him alive. Which is fine though, because he's not really a huge threat. Because then it just become a 1v1 on a weird map. Looks like Thranduil does have control of the signal fire, which Sven is going to take away from him. Is the Gorgospire going to be launched? I think he should. Nope. Barrage instead. Pretty much just as effective, and the fort will finish off whatever stragglers remain, I think. Hopefully before he loses too much here. There goes the arrow volley. This guy's nicely in the fire as well. And that finished off pretty much everyone who is alive. Well, unfortunately, Thunder lost his troll gauge. Unfortunate for him indeed. Mario Sven's got quite the base though. So it's Thranduil to be said. Ah, there it is. The Mumakil pen in the front of the fort. It's a bold placement for a Mumik pen, I gotta be honest. It's not usually the first building you want your enemy to encounter, but, you know, to each their own. Alright, let's check out powers here. Mario Sven is Dragon ready to be used. King Thranduil has Fires of Doom, Darkness ready, to be used. And of course, his Fortress power. Fabi has a Fortress power as well, actually, which is Wrath, ready to be fired. Wouldn't be a bad idea to use it against Thranduil's archers, I would definitely say. Also, he's getting power points nicely. Witch King's been hit with the Morgul Blade. Although Angmar Witch King is doing quite nicely against the Black Riders. And winning out in the battle. Karsh, on the other hand, not winning out against the Witch King and Gothmog. Battle of the brothers. Not really brothers. A shade of his former self, I guess. Was the Angmar Witch King more powerful than Mordor Witch King, like, in lore? I don't know. I would imagine he got more powerful when he became Mordor Witch King. But I have no idea. I don't know anything about Angmar Witch King, to be honest. Except for he was the leader of Angmar. But then again, what do we all truly know? Besides the fact he's the Witch King of Angmar. I can't imagine there's too much text about him, particularly. Holy shit, Warg Riders. If he doesn't have Sharku, he definitely should. That has potential for destruction, but it also has potential to fail. Because Warg's not the tankiest of units. Like, unless he gets rid of all the towers and stuff, he's not going to get too much done over there. So that's the thing. Well, shit. Ah, finally we have a Mumik. It's about damn time. I don't know how useful it'll be at this point. But at least we get to see one. And that means I will cast more of your games. You passed the test. Well done. But yeah, I think a well-timed Gorgoroth Spire with a push could destroy Fabi. Also, likewise with the Mario Spen, a well-timed, well, I guess Dragon Strike is what he needs. He can't really assault the fort until he gets Dragon Strike. It's kind of how I feel about Isengard's situation. It gets a lot of ballistas, maybe? Just lots of ballistas and crossbows and pikes. Might be alright. And there is the Dragon Summon. Summoning in the back of Mario Spen's army. It looks like he's going to try and take down some fortress expansions with it. So he can get the surround with the, oh wow. Is that really how little the Dragon Summon does? That seems wrong. Oh no! Kingthrand using his Fire's Doom to destroy the Warg Rider army. Jesus. That catapult expansion was taking no damage from the dragon. That seems odd to me. That can't be right. Uh-oh. Angmar Witch King's in trouble here. Lots of trouble. Dragon trying to get fire breath on him, doesn't manage to hit. Well, Fabi is pretty much crippled. If Thranduil pushes now, he will kill Fabi off, definitely. He has nothing left to resist. Even his Witch King is going to die here. And it looks like indeed he is going to push in. He's already used his Winter Wrath ability as well. You get the spikes around the fort bottom though. So I think any units around the bottom are taking damage, although he's taking more damage from his friendly fire. But yeah, the spikes actually, they do alright. The spikes combined with the House of Lamentation actually kill Goblin Warriors quite nicely. When they try to get us around in your fort. Same with orcs, but not today. The giant summon being used. Try and counter the catapults. Managed to get one of them. I don't think he's going to manage to save it. The Witch King's there, the Black Rider's there. And there's some Black Orcs there as well. And there's a mine! A mine! Oh dear. It's in fire. Does that count? Clearly not. Why doesn't he hit the detonate mine? Well, I guess it doesn't matter. Boom! Fabi's down. There's a mine behind the fort. Maybe Thranduil won't see it and he'll walk over it. That'd be funny. Although unless he detonates it, it doesn't really matter, does it? Now there's just a mine there. Awkwardly. Look at this filthy lumber mill spam. Disgusting. He's also building fleets of transport ships to get more money. Unless he plans on doing an actual transport raid, which I doubt. Which is smart now that he's figured out doing that. He probably saw Thranduil was doing that and be like, oh yeah, good idea. Oh, he's got to be very careful with these mines. So now we get a 1v1. Isengard versus Mordor. Thranduil versus Mario Sven. Oh, the mine kills the Mumik in one hit, though. You don't really want to use catapults to take out mines. It's going to be a bit of a hard-fought battle, I feel. No player is particularly going to go down easily. Although one well-timed big power like Dragon Strike or Fires of Doom and a push could end either player. Such is the way of this game, really. Also, hitting Mario Sven with his own mines could be funny. I don't know if Fires of Doom detonates mines. I don't think it does. Oh, Witch King died. Unfortunate. And he will melt into the ground. Return to Arda. Is it Arda? I think so. Or is it a different world? I can't remember, to be honest. I think Arda is the world of Lord of the Rings. Or it's Fable or some shit. I can't remember. Whatever. Ooh, he shouldn't follow that. Ooh, no. Those Black Rays are gonna die, I think. Maybe not. There's still 4 of them. We managed to get him and get out. Oh dear. That's a fate worse than death. Being turned into a timed barrow wight. Disgusting. Also something Thranduil's gonna have to be very careful of is friendly firing his Mumiks with catapults as well. Because they're so tall, catapults can't shoot over them and they actually hit the Mumik, doing damage to it. So using those two together can be a bit tricky. You have to move like one of them to the side like this. Yeah, that's good. Control them separately. I think late game Thranduil does have the advantage. Oh, but he keeps killing his own Mumiks with mines. Well, Balrog will help it. If he can shut down this... Oh, if he can have Breath of Fire over there. That could be it. Oh, there we go. Looks like Mario Sven has given up. He knows his days are numbered, I guess. Well, there you go. Kingthrand was victorious. That was a pretty entertaining 3-player free-for-all. Like I said, not a usual matchup you see, but entertaining none the least. So that's pretty good. Yeah, definitely an entertaining match, to say the least. So hopefully you guys enjoyed that, and I'll see you guys in the next cast of the Rise of Witch King, patch 2.2 version 6. See you all next time.